Hello everyone! Welcome to Craft to Exile 2. This is episode 29 of our Let's Play series for Minecraft Java. And in this episode, I'm going to make a few trinkets and stuff to aid us in our adventures. And I have a little bit of bad news. So there's a tainted necklace that you can make for Botania that allows you to imbue a potion into it. I was gonna do night eye so that we could see better, but unfortunately they've disabled the tainted necklace, so yeah, it doesn't look like we're gonna get night eye, unfortunately. Also, I did some research on the well, it's not really research, I thoroughly read the book on the mana enchanter, and I figured out how it works. So the item that you put on it can't be enchanted. The books that you use can only have one enchantment on them. You cannot use multiple enchantments. So it kind of makes it a little limited, you know. So you can't apply enchantments to an item that's already got enchantments on it. So when you enchant something, it has to be all in one go. And I don't know if there's a way to split books in the mod pack. So yeah. So that basically leaves us to making our own enchantments or I guess we're just gonna have to do a villager trading to get our enchants, because the whole you can't enchant something that's already been enchanted, you know, and you can't use books that have multiple things on them. Yeah, that's gonna be, well, it's definitely not as useful, right? But anyway, so I decorated the forge area, and as you can see, our smelter is up and going, but I haven't transferred the ores and stuff yet. But so let me show you what I did on the decorating. What you think? Think it looks okay? I think it looks pretty. It's really colorful and it's got flowers and stuff. I really like it. Makes me happy. So bright and cheerful, that's the way to go. But anyway, so we're gonna be making a few things. I've laid out the things that I want to make. So the first thing we're going to make is the magnet. Now the magnet's not part of Botania, and it goes in the charm slot. So we're going to need 5 iron, an ender pearl, redstone, and lapis for the initial one. And then we're going to need 4 gold, a diamond, lapis, redstone, and 1 eye of ender. And this will make the bigger version. I'm hoping there's a hotkey for it so that we can turn it on and off when we need to. But anyway, so it goes in the charm slot. So no more totem of undying. Let's see, what is this called? Simple magnets. Let's see if there's a keybind to turn it on and off. There might be, right? Oh, that's nice. So that's cool. So we can turn it on and off. Excellent. So we'll leave it off at the house, and then we'll leave it on when we go out adventuring. Alright, so the next thing we're going to be making is this. So it's going to, this is a Sojourner's Sash. So let me get out the book so I can read it to you. So the Sojourner's Sash. Traversing lots of terrain sometimes proves to be a hassle. The Sojourner's Sash is a belt that, when worn, uses a trickle of mana to buff its wearer's movement speed, jump height, and fall damage resistance. It also allows a non-sneaking wearer to step up 1 block high gaps as if they were stairs. So it just gives step assist, and it makes us go a lot faster. So it's going to require 4 leather, earth, air, and a mana steel. Pretty simple. You can upgrade it, but we don't want it to upgrade. It's not something that we want. So we're gonna go make this. So we need air and earth and a mana steel. Earth, air, and there you go. So it's a trinket. It doesn't, you don't have to put a soul on it. And there we go. Look at how much faster we go. And we could jump a lot higher. So, yeah, that's excellent. It uses a little mana, but it's okay. So, if the mod pack requires us to do any underwater exploration, we're going to have to make this. The Ring of Chordata allows its user to swim like, well, a fish when equipped. It uses mana to bestow an underwater wearer with greater vision, maneuverability, and mining speed, as well as the ability to breathe indefinitely. So it's a really nice ring, right? For normal, everyday, just going out and killing stuff, adventuring, we need to wear the aura ring with the mana storing ring, so that we don't run out of mana. But if we have to go underwater, well, we can make this ring, and it'll give us underwater breathing and stuff underwater. So that's awesome. But I don't have any plans on making it at the moment. I wanted to make a tainted blood necklace with the night sight on it so that we could see better, but there's no recipe to make one, so meaning it's disabled for whatever reason, probably because you can make stuff that like regens your health and stuff like that. So I mean I understand, but I really need some kind of night sight for my viewers so you guys can see better. So I'm not sure what we're going to do about it. It doesn't look like there's an enchant in here for night sight. I mean, there's potions, right? There's potions of night sight that you can make. Botanical potions. I mean, it lasts 8 minutes. And we can make a flask that has the night sight in it, that holds multiple potions. So I mean, maybe we could do that. I mean, but that's an awful lot of potions to be going through I mean, it's like every 8 minutes, right? I would much rather just have an enchant. That way I could just take it on or take it off whenever I need to. Or a trinket or something. And anyway, so yeah, looks like we're gonna have to go the potion route, unfortunately. So the flask allows us to put a bunch of potions all together, I think. Alf glass seems to be more malleable material than typical mana glass used for vials. A flask fashioned from Alf glass seems to be the typical elven container for brews, holding 6 doses over the 4 doses. So it has 6 doses. While the ingredient cost to brew a particular brew in the flask is the same, its mana cost is doubled that of a vial. Additionally, since the bottleneck of a flask is larger than that of a vial, its contents can be drunk faster. Well, we don't really care if we can drink it faster or not. So, it's going to require Alf glass. I don't have any glass up here. We're actually really low on sand, so I'll probably grab some sand off camera because we don't have very much. I smelted some sand down for some glass. I think that was the last episode, wasn't it? But it's really not a lot. Yeah, we have some. So what I'm thinking is, we're going to make this. The Botanical Brewery. I mean, it doesn't really require a whole lot. We've got to go get a brewing stand. I know we have extra brewing stands, so we'll just snag one of those out of the furniture chest, and we only need one, so one brewing stand. It does require mana just like everything else, so okay, so what we're gonna do for our brewing stand, we need a mana rune and a block of mana steel. Alright. And get our mana rune. I thought we made multiple mana runes, guys. Oh, yeah, we did. Okay. Oh, we only have one left. I guess we need to make some more. What was the recipe for that? Let's do a diamond. I guess it has to be an ender pearl, huh? Alright, well. Alright. Give me that back. There. Okay. Alright, thank you very much. It only gives you one mana rune, so. Alright, so let's make this brewery up, shall we? Make a kind of a cute little structure with this living rock right over here. Or over here, maybe. Be easy to point it at it right here. So we go just put it like right here. Like that. And we'll just put it on top. Okay, so you guessed it, to make mana glass, you gotta just like that. So this is mana glass. So now we're gonna toss it through and get elf glass. Okay. So now that we've got elf glass, we're going to need to make a flask. We got 24 flasks. And to make this, a golden carrot, a spider eye, and a nether wart. Sorry, excuse me. So let's go get some nether wart. We'll just grab a stack. Make a stack of golden carrots, and I'm pretty sure we've got a stack of spider eyes. Oh. Take that. And then we need... Oh, I've got a golden carrot. I've got a golden chance to make my way. Alright, so here we go. We'll go all the way down and we'll make up a whole bunch of these golden carrots. And hopefully without draining our coffers, but we'll see. Eat. $26. $47. That's good enough. Oh, right. We need spider eyes, don't we? Spider eyes. Right. Put these carrots back. Clink. And we're going to tell this to go to that. And we're not working. Perhaps. I need to move it to here. Are we making? We are not making. Why are we not making? Why are you not working? It says empty. It has mana. You know, I just really wish I could just, like, remember everything. Given the versatility of mana, particularly in potion making, you should come as a surprise to nobody brews, or simply put, various potions are created using mana as a base, but brewed with other ingredients. Unlike potions, brews have fixed multi-reagent recipes, and each vial brewed will contain multiple doses of a product. The process of creating a brew requires botanical brewery vials, mana, and of course reagents themselves. The mana functions as a solvent and energy source for a brew and is drawn from mana bursts. So simply pointing a mana spreader at the brewery will work just fine. Additionally, partially empty vials can be topped up with others containing the same brew in a crafting grid. Okay. Working with a botanical brewery is simple. Begin by adding a vial with a right click or a drop into the brewery. Add all the ingredients in a similar manner. Once a brew has all necessary ingredients, give it a few moments to accept the requisite mana, and it should automatically drop onto your inventory. Netherwort, spider eye, golden carrot. Okay. The ingredients. Netherwort, spider eye, golden carrot. Oh, it's working. There it goes. Yay. So this will have 6 uses. So when we're out adventuring, it's roughly going to take us... I don't know, I don't math. I don't know how many we'll drink per episode, but I mean, I guess it's not that big of a deal, right? Netherwort. Spider eye. Golden carrot. I'm not sure if the order matters. And I don't think these things stack. But they will in our inventory, so, or our backpack. So we'll just put them in the backpack. Excellent. So we're just going to sit here and make up a few of these real quick so that we have them for when we need them. So you can make potions like this, and there's quite a few potions you can do. It's the big fat ones, so look at the big fat ones. Oh, they're called brews, right? Brew. There we go. Absolution. So we could probably make water water breathing potions. Probably could. I do not know how you would automate this. I mean, I'm not saying you couldn't automate it, but I don't know how you would do it. What do I have a boat in my inventory? Also, I went out getting flowers for decorations, and I just realized that some of them were Botania flowers, and they were in the thingy. So, that's funny. So you can also make absorption potions and things like that if you want to. While that's making, let's run these back down to the flower chest so that we have them for decor. Our flower chest that's way too small. Alright, there we go. Super. Alright, so grab this up. They only stacked to 4. That's okay. Alright, so we got our ingredients for our potions. I'm going to put those in there. So I want to look at... So what else can we wear? We have elytra, a body slot. We have a head slot and a codex. I don't know what codex are. Codex. Mine and slash. So you can actually put enchantments on the codex. I don't know how you get a codex, so it's not showing a recipe to get a codex. Maybe the quests are going to give us one. So body slot, you can make this third eye. It looks like that's the only thing that you really worth anything for making. So I'm going to show it to you real quick. So it's under trinkets and accessories. Third eye. The third eye is a sensory aid of sorts. When worn in the body slot, it uses mana to cause nearby mobs to glow, making them visible even through walls. Yeah. I mean, I guess it could be helpful somewhat, but it uses mana, so I don't really think we should. It's it's gonna be a big drain on our ring. So I think we should probably not, if you know what I mean. But anyway, so we got 30 minutes left on the clock. And we've got this rocking and rolling now. So that's super. I mean, the pipes are ugly, and there's not really much I can do about it. But as you can see, we've already gotten charcoal started to feed into this. Slowly. So that's awesome. I wonder where my wood cutting's at. I've chopped so many trees down, dude. Is wood cutting even on here? No, it's all just farming, fishing. I haven't really done much fishing, to be honest. Haven't done much at all. I don't know. I just haven't. So I think we're going to take a looky-see real quick at questings. So this is our nether quests, right? We've been to another fortress. I'm not quite sure why it... Oh, we have to kill 12 pigmen. We need 2 more pigmen. And then it'll unlock this and this. So then it's going to want us to kill the wither, of course. And then it's going to want us to head to the undergarden, which is fine. That's what we want. But we've got all this other stuff that it wants us to do also. So we made the magnet. It wants us to kill... I don't know. We just have to kill a bunch of more stuff. Lemurians? I don't know what a Lemurian is. Maybe that's those squid things. And it wants us to kill phantom creepers, which we're almost done with those. So that's going to be experience and a loot chest. We already made the magnet. It's going to make us food for thought. It wants us uncommon health meal. You can have 1 consumable active per each type. Elixirs, meals, or seafoods. Crafted through the cooking profession station. I don't think we have a cooking profession station yet, do we? Charcoal surrounded by... I guess we got to take that up to the kitchen, huh? Do I have any charcoal left? Charcoal. Surrounded by wood. And we'll take this upstairs, I suppose. So we got our cooking station for this mine and slash. Alright, so we'll go up here real quick. Put this down in the kitchen. Somewhere. Alright, so we have a cooking station now. So it requires... Show me the recipes for this. Use. Spiritual fish. That's what it wants us to make. So it's going to require... It's an uncommon one that it wants us to make? Yes. So 2 fish fillets, copper, raw meat from breeding animals. We'll just snag 10 of those, and we need some fish fillets. We whacked some fish earlier, so we got some fish up here. Raw cod slice. That's not fish fillets. Salmon. Well, where the heck do you get fish? The raw fish slices. cooked fish fillet. Has to be cooked. Raw fish fillet. Oh. So you can't go choppy choppy. You have to go slicey slicey. I get it. Okay. Okay. So you put it in here and you put this. Ah. Okay. Okay. I guess that makes sense. Maybe. Alright, so and it has to be cooked. Yes. Cooked. And then we need money. Alright, well, cook. Okay. So we put all this stuff in there. And it allows us to make uncommon health meal or magic shield meal. Oh. So these are like buffs. Oh, dude. One will last an entire video, guys. Oh, that's epic. So we could just eat one at the beginning of a video if we're going to go adventuring, and I won't have to make like a whole bunch of stuff. That's so cool. Okay. And I'm guessing the amount it buffs. Alright, well, we made it for the quest, right? But I really want to make this. So how do I make that? I need more of these. Oh yeah. Make that for me. Oh, it requires money. Okay, that's not working. Oh. We gotta put them in there. Stop with the money thing. Stop. There. That. Make that. Cooked cod slice is missing? So it's not cooked fish fillet? Ugh, stop. Stop cooking. Oh my gosh. It's gonna drive me nuts. Alright. Cod. Alright. Alright. Cod. Cod. Yes. Craft. Oh, that's raw. It has to be cooked. Okay. Cook. So ours is going to use cod slices. So we have cod. I don't want the health ones. I want the mana thingies. Okay. Slice these up. Cook all them yummy cod slices. It made one. Oh, super. Yeah, I don't really want this one. This one. Nice. And it lasts for 60 minutes. Wow. That is super. Okay, so we did that, right? Craft a hearty meal for yourself to keep yourself alive. Eating foods will give you bonus stats for a set duration. Why does this not work? Oh. Wait, what? Wants a level 21. How do I make a level 21? Alright, stop. We're gonna run out of mats. There's a level 1. How do I make? Raw meat. And there's different levels of raw meat, guys. 20 to 40. So we're wasting these. Good job, us. So we need bigger. I'm just gonna put this stuff in here. Actually, you know what? Yeah, actually. And we're gonna put a couple of silver ones in there too. Just in case. So this is not the right level. This is low level. We need higher level. We need higher level. So this comes from the breeding of the animals, which we haven't been doing. Okay. Okie dokies. Oh, that sucks so bad. But, I mean, of course it makes sense, right? You have to breed the animals to get the bigger meats to get... So you have to get your gardening skill up, and you have to get your animal breeding skill up, and... So, I mean, I guess it makes sense. We don't need those, but it'll probably count so, on the farming. So I guess we should pick everything. Pick it all. Oh, this magnet is awesome. So, I'm sorry if you don't like to see gardening and animal slaughtering and all that good stuff, but it kind of requires it, so it is what it is. I wonder if it's eventually going to give us like bonuses. That would be cool, right? To get bonuses. Oh, give me that back. So the stones are interchangeable, so yeah, I just wasted those stones. So good job on me. But it's okay. We're just learning. We're still learning. We do a second season of this. We're going to know exactly what we're doing, and it's not going to be so hard. Alright, so we got all that picked. Da-da-da. Now we gotta go down and feed the animals. The thing is I'm not sure if it's feeding the animals or killing the animals. Oh, we're low on these things, so we need to start picking them more often. Alright, so animals. I mean, I could totally just like poke a few of them, right? They'll breed more. Oh, we got egg overflow. Egg overflow. Probably don't need 50 bazillion eggs. Just saying. Probably not. Alright, so. I forgot to. So if I very gently smack these chickens. So we just killed a whole bunch of chickens, right? So if I just like breathe them up again, right? I mean, we just killed like a whole bunch of chickens, right? We killed 10 chickens. I mean, that seems excessive. I mean, will like they eventually like fall in there if I just, you know, like that? Because the baby chickens are always looking for a chicken to latch onto, right? Right? Maybe not. You gotta come back up here? Hey, good. No. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. No, don't be difficult. Go in the hole. Go in the hole. I do not have the patience for this. Alright, so piggies. Should we kill piggies first? Oh my god, we just smacked a whole bunch of them all at once. Oh, okay. Alright. So I'm breeding them up. Breeding up the piggies. They drop ham. They drop ham when you kill them with a knife. It's funny. Okay, well. That's so terrible. We're gonna have to make an automated separator, guys. Just like we did for Chocolate Edition. Yep, it looks that way. I'm not too happy about it either because that just really sucks. That it's going to force me to kill the animals. But it is what it is. I mean, some mod packs are just like that, right? It's okay. It's all good. So I'm thinking that our profession skill, right? Animal breeding is level 9. So, yeah. I'll probably get it set up off camera because, you know, I don't think very many people enjoy watching that kind of stuff. So I'm just gonna, I'll get the animals resituated off camera and, because it looks like we're going to have to work it some on the breeding because we need skill so that we get the bigger meat. It wants us to make the bigger meat product and we can't because we're not high enough. So that means we're going to have to work on it, guys. And I have to delete all these eggs because it's a lot of eggs. Alright, so feathers, leather, this goes up here. Oh no, it doesn't. That's bosses of mass destruction. Well, we don't have a thing for that. Bosses of mass destruction. I probably didn't want to know that was in here. Probably. All right, well, we have a little bit of time left. So let's see what else it wants us to do. Minus/professions can sometimes be tedious to level. Did you know that gaining experience through combat gives you rested profession experience? This experience pools and will be consumed when performing profession activities to enhance your experience gained. Similarly, performing profession activities will give you rested combat experience. You can view how much rested experience you have in the minus/hub by mousing over the profession icon. Oh, we can't. $15? Is that what it's talking about? 15? Yeah, I'm not really sure. Oh. Rested professional experience, 0. Rested combat experience, 2916. Okay. Alright. So it's got a check mark, which means when we do this, it'll all unlock. So we can't do that yet. In the Nether, you may come across aggressive fiery creatures. While the worm and the blaze seem powerful, it's almost certain that they are more powerful magma creatures given the size and depth of the Nether. It might be best to be prepared against fire. Try finding and vanquishing these mobs to test yourself. 16 blazes, kill 8 times red worms. I don't know what a red worm is. Is that like a dragon? Currencies are various items that can be used directly on your gear. They will modify your gear and empower them. Each gear comes with a set amount of potential. Using a currency on the gear will reduces the gear's potential. Once the potentials reach 0, currency with potential cost may no longer be applied to it. Not all currencies use potential, however, and may be used at any time. Certain currencies, such as the Orb of Chaos, can add very powerful effects, but may cause negative effects to your gear. With the Orb of Chaos, there is a 25% chance that your item will turn into coal. Okay. That's funny. So what else we got? Mob affinities. You may have noticed some nether mobs dealing more fire damage. Mobs native to specific dimensions tend to have an affinity towards a specific element. For example, in the nether, some mobs will deal a combination of fire and physical damage. Also note, this doesn't mean that they will take less damage from the element they have an affinity for. So it tells you all the different realms and what's in them, basically. So nether, they do fire damage, and this is chaos damage, cold and lightning damage, fire, lightning, chaos. Twilight Forest, none. Okay. Alright, that's cool. Let's see what else. Mosquitoes are annoying enough in the overworld. These things are huge, they stick to your face, and are generally difficult to kill. These hideous mutant flying insects are found in the forest of the nether. What's us to kill 6 of them? Well, get 6 of their little thingies. Buying happiness. Lightman's currency is a mod that adds those coins you get for killing things. You can use these coins to sometimes trade with villagers, purchase support and augment gems at the end of each act, or set up shops and trade with other players. Even in single player, you can purchase items from the trader. Craft. Exile 2 has some default items that can be bought regardless of worlds. Set up a trading terminal barter board to check it out. Examples of things you can buy: profession materials, painting palette, and music sheets. Rare resources, common blocks. If you're playing in multiplayer, you can even purchase flan claim blocks using the flan buy option. So it wants us to craft a trading terminal. Are you gonna add it? There you go. So wait. Close that. And a barter board. Okay, I'm not seeing a board called a barter board. Notice board, blackboard, bounty board. Yeah. Not seeing a barter board here. Okay, well. Maybe they took it out and never updated the quest, or who knows. Alright, well, I don't see a barter board. So we do that, and then it says, if the crimson mosquito drinks the blood of a mungus, which is coated in warped fungus, then the mosquito will turn blue and start to grow in size, eventually turning into a warped musco. Alternatively, you can feed a crimson mosquito with warped mixture. Unsure where to get that? You can purchase it from the trading terminal barter board. That sounds like a very mutagenic process. The warped musco has 40% armor and 10% chance of dropping a net rune. So it's a boss. So we have to kill one. So we'll purchase it. Because I think munguses are only in... Aren't munguses only in mushroom biomes? I think so. So getting a crimson mosquito together with a mungus would be like pretty hard. However, you could capture it in a cage and then take it there. So it's possible, but you'd still have to find a mushroom biome. I think it'd be easier just to buy the thing off the thing. What else we have here? Alright, we already looked at that. Castle in the dark. You've seen in nether fortresses clues to another structure. The citadel is etched into the walls of the fortress in various locations. Maybe you can find the citadel and investigate. So he wants us to find a citadel. Which is going to have the blaze guys in it. That thing I ran around looking for to make the helmet. To make the eye. Oh, okay. Well, here is one of those big bad boys you've been tasked with moving. The wildfire is a powerful foe. You will need to be prepared. The plates spinning around the wildfire need to be popped off before it can receive any damage. You can find wildfire in citadels. Alternatively, you can use a gateway of the hellish fortress. Okay. Well, luckily, I think I remember what it looks like, so maybe it won't be too hard to find it. Surely you've already run into these flying critters. Something tells me that there are hundreds of these lurking around every corner. They must come from something. Lava squid? Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch of them. So 24. We have to kill 24 of them. The mother. This is that thing. The mother lava squid has 50% physical to fire damage, 5% chance of dropping a net rune. So it wants us to kill a giant squid. I saw one. They spawn constantly in that Soul Sand Valley. Yeah, I saw one, but I didn't try to engage it though because we were so weak and we didn't have the armor yet. So maybe we'll get another one to pop. Try your hand at crafting a custom weapon to help with your adventure. Craft a rare weapon soul. Gear soul extractors can be used on gear. You will get the stats of the gear back as a soul. We already know this. We already knew this. And gem extractors can remove gems. Already know it. What's this? Defeat all Act 2 mini bosses. We're totally going to do this, guys, because why not, right? Because we want to have a fire head. That'd be cool. So we're going to see about that. So we got Ascendancy. Ascendancy is a way to further grow your character by completing challenging tasks. To start, you must complete the Defenders of the Nether quest, which will unlock the Ascendancy chapter. The first quest you complete will earn you 1 Ascendancy point, just enough to choose your specialization. With each subsequent challenge you complete, you will earn more Ascendancy points. These points are capped at 7, and you can use these points similar to talent points in the Ascendancy tab of the /hub. You can only select one Ascendancy tree at a time. To select another tree, you must first respec and retrieve all your points in your current tree. Well, that's cool. What's this? The Awful Ghast. Well, we know where that is. The Awful Ghast can be found in the Awful Dungeon of the Nether. Awful Dungeons can be found in Soul Sand Valleys and Warp Forests, where they appear as floating circular structures. You can summon it by placing a Nether star in the altar. So we have to kill the Wither. The Nether Keeper is a powerful foe found in the Keeping Castle of the Nether. Keeping castles can be found in nether wastes and crimson forests underground. You can summon it by placing a nether star in the altar. Note that these structures cannot be found conventionally with the explorer's compass. You may need to find them manually. I don't think the Nether Keeper is going to be that hard to fight. I just don't like the fact he insta-kills you when he dies. You don't really have a choice in the matter. The Awful Ghast. Well, I don't know. I don't actually know what he does. I sniped his butt in Prodigium Reforged, so I have no idea what he does. But we did find his spawner, so there's that. Craft a target dummy and place it down. You can hit it to view your damage per second. You can also enable the damage chat log option in the features tab of the MNS hub to view exact damage value breakdowns. Alright, well, okay, so we've gone over most of the quests, it looks like. We have a few things to do in the Nether. But I think that's going to be just about it for this episode, guys. I had a really good time, and I hope you did too. And I look forward to the next episode, and I hope you all are going to join me. You guys take care, okay? Toodles!